Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Crystal Henry Show. I'm excited that you have joined us this afternoon, and it is going to be a spectacular show. I am Coach Crystal Henry. I am an anthologist, a five-time Amazon best-selling author. I am also a radio, TV, and podcast host. I have been featured in numerous magazines, on billboards, and on newspapers. I just like you to know that it's my business as a coach to move you from your what ifs to your what is through books and media. So for more visibility, please go to crystalhenry.net. So I have an amazing guest on today. And when we talk about authors, when we talk about people that are here to not only make history, but change history, touch lives, then you have come to the right show, the Crystal Henry Show, where ordinary people are doing extraordinary things. And our particular guest tonight is from nowhere else than New Orleans, Louisiana. He was born in the 80s. He is a phenomenal author. He is the CEO of Blue Vine Publishing. He is not only all of that, but a screenwriter, a poet, and much more. We are going to dive into his books. We're going to dive into a little bit about him so that not only will you want to rush out and get his books, you'll rush out and want to book him as an actor. You'll want to get his poetry and you'll want to experience the amazing, none other than the author, creator, and creative Kurston Carter. Welcome to the Crystal Henry Show. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Excellent, excellent. I'm excited to interview you. I'm excited to experience a part of who you are and what you've been writing in your life. So our listening audience is ready to get close to their listening device so that they can hear who you are, how you grew up, and what you've been writing. So I want to start with um, your first book, The Layers of Life. It's about true events. This first layer is what you see, the outer appearance. The second layer is the inner appearance, your heart, what God sees. And then there's a third layer that is the deep, deep, dark secrets that you don't want nobody to see. So, can you tell our listening audience how you came up with the idea and the title of this book?
First off, I want to say thank you for having me on the show. I really do appreciate it. Um, Actually, God gave me the title to this book. Like He gives me all type of ideas for everything I write, and so at first it was called Lustful Desires. That's what the
Mm,
first initial title was called. Then
mm-hmm,
I changed it. I changed it to the Layers of Life because it's like we do have separate layers. We have three different layers, like you just read off of my
mm-hmm.
book. We have three different layers that we go through in life that either you don't want people to see, or you do have that one person that you do tell your deep dark secrets to, and God knows your heart. He knows the deep dark secrets that you want no one to ever know. And so to be transparent to people and to be able to get the healing that you need, that's the reason why I named it the way I did, The Layers of Life.
Excellent, excellent. Wow. And so, what year did you publish this book?
2014. It was January 2014.
Wow, what a way to start off 2014. What a way to start off your year by publishing a book. And so, how did you start writing? What got you into writing books?
um uh I did start writing books when I was in elementary school. I be honest with you, I still have my little elementary school books that I wrote into and everything, and I look through them from time to time and start laughing because that's how I started writing and everything. And so Uh, uh, our teacher at that time, I really don't remember her name and everything. She asked us to write a story, and then I told somebody, I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna write this story and everything." And so I wrote different stories during that time. So that's what helped me to start to write, and that's what made the journey of learning how to write and be a better writer.
Wow, wow. That is so amazing because when we write sometimes to express ourselves, sometimes we write for healing, sometimes we write out of anger. Uh, so when you wrote The Layers of Life, what season were you in? What were you writing for
Um,
or to?
Actually, the season I was in because I had just came back from New Orleans to California because Katrina hit, and I was watching
Mm,
TV. Yeah, I came from when Katrina hit. When I came from there, I was watching a BET special where they was talking about do uh, for HIV/AIDS awareness and everything, and so I was like, okay, I could write something to that. So it started off at 16 pages, then it turned into 32 pages, then it turned into 66 pages. Then it went from 66 to like 192 pages. And so
wow.
that's what helped me to actually start writing that book.
Wow. Katrina was something something that caused many people to transform. It caused them to transition. And so you moved from New Orleans. Were you in the actual flood? Were you there when the levees broke, or did you decide to go to California before the levees broke?
I actually left a day before. So it's a funny story. I did write a story about this and everything. So that's going to be coming out pretty soon as well.
Oh, excellent.
Um, I left a day before, and when I left the day before, we only was able to travel to Baton Rouge, and so
Mm.
we stayed there for like for a whole month, and then after that month it was over, like in September, I'll say like September, October, before October came back to California, flew back out here.
Wow, wow. So your whole family moved?
No, actually, well, I'll say my family's scattered all over the place now due to Katrina and everything. So, yeah.
Yes. Wow. I remember when after Katrina happened, a lot of people were in so much misbelief about the levees. And our church at that time, we ended up um, helping a lot of people from New Orleans because I'm in Dallas, Texas, and um, our church was helping a lot of the people that migrated from New Orleans to Dallas. And one of our church members, he was a deacon. He had 22 family members from his wife's side of the family um, to move into his house. And so that was amazing. But we helped feed them, clothe them, and all of those people have been dispersed all in different states and different places. Even to now, a lot of them did not go back to New Orleans. Some went back to Louisiana, but not everybody went back to New Orleans. So that is amazing. And so you are still in California today, correct?
Yes, yes, and I thank God because I thank God a lot every day because the day Katrina hit, it fell on my birthday.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
so yeah, so at that time I had just made 24 years old and everything.
Wow. Wow. So
Yeah,
that's a time and a season you will never forget.
yeah, I will never forget that. I will never forget that.
Wow, that is amazing, incredible. And so none of your family members lost their lives to Katrina.
For what I heard two lost a great two people, a
Mm,
great auntie and a great uncle.
sorry to hear about that. My God.
Yeah,
And now,
like
was it because they stayed or?
I'm not too sure about the
Mm,
details exactly. My family didn't
hmm.
go into full details about what happened.
Right, right.
Yeah,
Wow. Well, that is it, we are glad that you're alive, and we're glad that you are an author, that you are an actor, a screenwriter, that you are the CEO of Blue Vine Publishing. We're excited that you're a filmmaker and a poet. And I know I'm just naming a few things of what you are doing and what you have done. Can you tell us how you got into acting?
acting. I started first off. I actually started when I was in high school because when I was in high school, I was going to college too at the same time. So I was doing high school and college at the same time. And when I was in high school, I started doing um, in New Orleans. They had this career center that had TV production, and so
Mm-hmm.
that's how I started. And then so my TV production. My TV production teacher, she asked everybody. They was like, "Hey, they're casting for this movie," and so when they was casting for this movie, I was like, "Okay, cool." And so she gave me the information. I was like the only one who wanted to really be in the movie. So the actual first movie I ever done was called Runaway Jury with Dustin Hoffman and Gene Hackman. So I had so much fun. I had a blast. And then it went from that movie. Then it went from doing the movie Ray with Jamie Foxx and everything. So I
Okay,
had
now I'm sorry. We got to stop right there.
a
Because you just named some amazing actors, and you mean to tell me that your first movie was what? With who? Because I don't want my listening audience, because they're listening on the radio. I don't want them to like pull over, have to hit the brakes. Say that again. Your first movie was with who? Doing what?
yeah. My first movie was called Runaway Jury, and that's with
Mm,
Gene Hackman and Dustin Hoffman. The cast was wonderful. They were phenomenal people. They were wonderful people that I got to meet and work with and everything. So that was the actual first movie I was in.
wow. You know, and I love the fact that you are on a Christian show. So we are talking about God things. What are the odds that you could be in a movie with these amazing iconic actors? And that was your first one, your first experience. So it's like you only can go up, right? God, I can
Right,
only go up from here.
right,
So
right.
that is amazing. And what did you do in the Runaway Jury? What was your?
The first role that I did, I was a spectator. I was in the courtroom. The scene is where the guy he stands up and said, "For the blood of people, splash some blood on his shirt and everything." I was the first one to stand up in the courtroom scene. So if you ever go back and get a chance to look at the movie, you'll see me. Um, you'll actually see me stand up. I was the first one to stand up.
Okay, okay, well, excellent. Well, that is super, super exciting. I tell you, um, to have your first appearance. That is excellent. So congratulations on that, and to
Thank you, thank
experience
you,
that. And so we are nearing our little break time, and so I want to give our listening audience a few more nuggets from you, so you don't go away. And for my listening audience, you are listening to the Crystal Henry Show. We are excited that you are here and that you are partaking in this amazing interview. So make sure that you come back right after this break so that you can continue to hear from our amazing guest, Kurston Carter. All right. Well, welcome back to the Crystal Henry Show. We are interviewing and experiencing Kurston Carter, a screenwriter, actor, filmmaker, author, poet, CEO of Blue Vine Publishing Company. And so you don't want to miss out on this interview. You don't want to miss out on this experience. So lean closer into your device and get this amazing information that will hopefully touch, change, and inspire you. So, welcome back, Kirsten. Thank you so much for being my guest on today. And so, you told us about your first acting gig, The Runaway Jury. So, can you tell us any other movies that you've been in?
I've been in so many movies. I've been in Rave with Jamie Foxx and Terrence Howard.
Wow,
Um,
how was that?
that was amazing. That was actually amazing. We did that movie. Well, actually, I was on that set for at least about 2 months. I was on there
Wow.
for 2 months, and I met pretty much all the cast and everything. They were wonderful people. I got to meet them. Excellent cast. I did last holiday with Queen Latifah. Met her. She's a wonderful person too, as well. So I've done so many movies. So many movies.
Wow. You have named some amazing icons because I love me some Queen Latifah. Ray
Yeah,
was such a powerful movie. You know, that is phenomenal. That is amazing. So you are still looking. So if somebody's looking to book you as an actor, you are still available, right?
yeah. I'm still available.
Excellent. So you are acting and you are writing. And let's talk about your poetry. Give me the name of your book of poetry that you have written, and when did you write that?
I started. Those are a collective poems that I wrote over the years. So it was based off. There, it's actually based off of love, relationship, and God. And so it's called the soul of the mind speaks. This is volume one. I have volume two and three, and then also I'm writing in different languages. So it's going to be in English, Spanish, and French. Are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. So what gave you that idea to have your book translated in other languages?
Um, I know that to make it nationwide, and actually not nation, to make it global. I wanted other people to actually hear hear uh, or read the poems and everything. Excuse me, to read the poems so they could be able to understand and then also to be healed as well as to enjoy good reading. And also
Wow.
because I'm also the reason why I say here is because I want to be able to get people to I want to make an audio book so people can listen to that too as well.
Wow. So you are, like you said, you're taking it global when you are able to have your um, book translated into other languages. You are wanting to reach other countries, nationalities, ages. So I'm taking it, you're wanting women, men, everyone to read this poetry book as well as listen. So those are amazing ideas. So if you are an author out there and you're listening in, don't hesitate to get your books translated. Don't hesitate to record your audiobook and get it out there and get it out there globally. So that is amazing, Kirsten. Just the idea and your lack of fear, because it's one thing to um, write in your own language, but then to also get it translated and then also allow your readers to hear your voice. All of those areas allow people to get more pieces of you. So, how do you feel about pouring out, allowing your voice to be heard in different ways and in different countries? How do you feel about that?
I feel great. The reason why I say that is because you never know who is going to be blessed by hearing you speak. And so, you don't know if God's going to use you, or if God does use you to help somebody not to commit suicide, or help somebody to know that they're not the only person that's out there, who's going through the situation that they're going through. So I thank God to be able to be used, to be able to bring light to somebody's situation, know that they're not the only ones.
I love the fact that you said that you are bringing light when you're through your writing. So can you share one of your poems? I know I'll give you a minute to gather yourself and if you will go ahead and share with our listening audience just a piece of one of your poems or the whole thing, whichever one that you would like to do, because that will give them an idea of what they are getting when they pick up your literary work, The Mind of the Soul Speaks, Volume 1. And I also love the fact that you're preparing on Volume 2 and 3 of The Mind of the Soul Speaks. That's such a powerful title. And I'm just excited. I'm ready to hear one of your poems so that you can inspire, encourage, and prepare somebody else with your literary piece. So, are you ready to read to our listening audience? And you're on mute just in case. I don't want them to miss out on you. And if you need a moment, I know I put you on the spot. So, if you need a moment,
Oh, no, no, you're good. You're good. I'm sorry. I have to
okay,
drink some water right quick.
okay,
Um, uh, so to be, I'm gonna go ahead and read one of my poems.
okay,
You did
great.
put me on the spot though. Still, it's good. It's good. Um, this poem right here is called "When My Yesterday Was History." Places that turn up through the sands of time, drifting towards the nothingness, and memories that frown up the faces that were very close to you. When the stress that comes unwanted as if it caused a heartburn, and I grab my chest and fall down to my knees, and I pray to the Lord above, no love is there. A sparkle of sand loses its color as a strand of hair turns gray. My soul is wounded from another you have chosen over me. My heart turns to stone as if I was a gargoyle sitting on the top of a skyscraper when the sun rises. Betrayal sits in as a blue demon which came and stole the last bit of love I have for you from the bottom of my heart. My soul carried me across the naked sands and places me down at the end of the riverbanks while my body washes away. Your back is turned as if you put me there to drown when my yesterday was history.
Wow, excellent, excellent.
Thank
So,
you.
I heard some dips and some shifts in that poem. Can you give us some of the background that goes with the pain of that particular selection?
Okay, the pain that I went through, it was going through a breakup in my life at the time. The girl I was dealing with, she was, I really cared for her, really want to be with her. It's just that she chose to be with somebody else. And where the betrayal sat in, it was because she cheated on me. And
Mm,
so to be with that person, and then years later, I was so like months. I'm on, I could say months. Months later, she came back and she was telling me that she missed me and all that other stuff, and like that really hurt it, you know. And
mm,
I felt as if like I drowned because it was like she took a breath away from me, you know.
mm,
And so when I said I fall to my knees, it was because I was praying to God about the situation. And so it was like, oh my gosh, like God, please take the pain away, you know, because we was together for quite some time, and for that to even happen, it's like, why would you do that? If you say you love me, then you're supposed to show, you know, actions speak louder than words and everything. So it was a tough time in my life, you know, when I went through
and you
that. And then
and
I'm
you know,
sorry, go ahead.
I thank you for sharing that so candidly, and just knowing that you are not the only one that has been betrayed. So you're helping somebody right now by sharing your story. So if there is something else that you have that you learned from writing that piece, go ahead and continue to share that, please.
Yeah, I was able to release the pain. Like when I write, I release pain. Anything I go through in my life and everything. As long as I've been writing since I was in elementary school, and it helps me to release, let go, and give it to God. Let go and give it to God. Let go, give it to God. So I don't. I tell people all the time: do not live in your past. Your past does not define who you are. You know, your past is. What the but yeah, your past is, you know, it's just your past. It's not to supposed to hold your future up. You know what I mean?
Mm,
So you know,
excellent. Excellent. You
yeah,
know, I love that because some people, um, the trauma can cause us to get stuck in our past. So I love that. And I love the tip to those of you that are hurting, write it out. Writing is healing. Y'all heard it. Don't miss out on what um, our brother, Mr. Kurston Carter, has said. Write out, and it will help you with your hurting. It will help you with your pain. So that is so, so powerful. And, you know, I appreciate that poem because that was so authentic and someone needed to hear that. Someone needed to know as a man that pain does hurt. So we're going to have to take a quick break right here. Listening audience, you are here with actor, screenwriter, filmmaker, author, poet, CEO of Blue Vine Publishing. You are here getting some amazing information. Stay tuned. Come back right after this break, and you will not miss out on the excitement, everything that we're going to be talking about. So come back to the Crystal Henry Show. Thanks. Let's take a break. Well, welcome back to the Crystal Henry Show. I have an amazing guest on today, and you definitely need to continue to keep your ear to your listening device because he is amazing. And just in case, since my show is new and you don't know who I am, well, I'm Coach Crystal Henry. I'm a 5-time Amazon best-selling author. I'm an anthologist, radio, TV, and podcast host who has been featured in 15 magazines, billboards, and other amazing places throughout media. It is my business to help you move from your what ifs to your what is through books and media. I need you to stay connected with me at crystalhenry.net. So, with that being said, welcome back, my brother Kurston Carter. You have told us some phenomenal tips. You read your poetry, and we have talked about your book, The Layers of Life. And so, I want to get into your book called Refining Your Future, Breaking Generational Curses. Tell us about that.
This book will first that book right now I'm still currently working on, and so
Mm,
that's going to be coming out pretty soon. I'll say on the day of my birthday in August, so
okay.
it'll be coming out pretty soon. This one, it gives you tips on how to live, how to deal with your business, how to look at business, or try to refine your future.
Mm. Wow, refining your future. I love that because what is give me one thing. Now I'm not gonna get into the book because y'all gonna have to get this book. It's coming out in August. You heard it first on the Crystal Henry Show. So you know that you need to write this down, refining your future, breaking generational curses. You're gonna have to write this down. Be on the lookout. I need you when the Kindle version comes out, the ebook, the book. I need you to get the hardback, the paperback. I need you to get all versions of this book so that
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know that you will be ready for your future. So, can you give them one tip that you have put in this book that will help change their future?
It'll
Just one
be
tip.
it's so it's so many tips. That's the whole thing. Is I'm trying to pick out which one to really give somebody. It's like how to. Oh, okay. I'm gonna say it like this: to manage your money properly and how
Okay,
to
stop right
save.
there. Say it again to what?
To manage your money properly.
I
To
need you to stop and
manage.
say it one more time because see, you keep having these little moments on this show that people going, wait a minute, how to do what?
Yeah, manage your money properly. How to manage your money properly.
So that's powerful. It doesn't matter what age, it doesn't matter
No,
what season we're in.
no.
Everybody needs help with managing their money. Okay, release just one little tip.
See, the thing is that everybody say, "Oh, I know how to save money. I know how to save money." There's a difference between saving money and managing money. I'm gonna tell you this, and which I'm gonna tell the listeners too as well, is that everyone makes $1 million in a year. It's just that you don't see it all at one time. You know what I'm saying? So the
Mm,
thing is, it's like if you're able to save your money, if you try to save as much as you can, even if it's like a $20 here, $30 there, every paycheck, or $100 every paycheck. By the time a year comes, you'll see the profit. You'll see how to deal with, how to be able to see where your money's going and where it's vested into. So it's like, don't be afraid. Don't. Is based off of fear. There's a lot of people who go through a
mm.
lot of fear when it comes down to, oh, I got bills to pay. I got bills to pay. See, the thing I teach people because I do business consulting, and so when I teach people is how to pay all your bills for 6 months to a year. That's what my parents taught me and everything when I was young.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I
Wow.
teach everybody else what my parents taught me. Pay your bills 6 months to a year. You know, when you get your thank you when you get your taxes and everything, a lot of people will be quick to go buy new cars, new clothes, new designer this and designer that. No, take your money, invest that money into different things. So when you get this book, you'll be amazed to read this book.
Wow. That, you know what? See, Kirsten, you didn't put that in your bio that you are business, you help people with their business, and there's no greater business than the business of your money. Okay. There's
Right?
no greater business than the business of your money and how to save it, how to manage it. That is awesome. And so I warned our listening audience that there was more to you than just poetry, writing, acting, and you definitely did not hesitate to give us the nuggets. So that book is coming out on your birthday, August 29th,
Y-
2022. I need
yes.
y'all to look for this. Refining Your Future, Breaking Generational Curses. Is about your money, y'all. So make sure that you definitely get this book because it will help you mind, body, and soul. Now, I got a question for you, Brother Kirsten. My question is, how is it being an actor and an author and a Christian? Help me out. Help us out.
See, the thing is, as being a follower of Christ and to be an author, there's always people that you could meet and help out there. You never know who you're going to touch. You never know who's going to read your poems or your book or your listen to your story. Listen to your testimony about anything that you go through in your life. We all go through stuff, regardless of the situation. We all go through stuff, and it just that we go through it at different times. You know what I'm saying? So we can help each other to lift each other up, not to tear each other down, just to lift each other up, regardless of the simple fact. When you lift other people up, God will lift you up all the time, regardless of the situation.
Wow. Okay. So let me ask you this because of that answer, I got to ask you, are you a PK?
A PK?
A preacher's kid?
Oh. Oh man, no. Actually, I'm not a pre-K. I'm not a PK. I'm not. A
Okay.
lot of people would think I am. I was raised up in the church and everything. So, my family said that when I was younger, I used to imitate the our pastor at the time. God rest his soul and everything. Saying that saying that I used to grab the little microphone and just scream and holler at the same time and everything, the way he did and all this other stuff. So
Uh-huh.
yeah,
So you were acting as a kid.
you can say that. You can say that. You can say that.
Well, that is awesome. That is so amazing. So really that was actually your first acting gig.
Right.
See, back when I was young, I would either play teacher, I would have my dolls lined up, and I would be teaching my dolls. And then the other thing that I did, I would sing and dance. And not that I can really sing, but I could dance. I danced from the time I was 24. Well, from the time I was 4 till I was 24. So dancing was a huge part of my life. And so I can see why acting, writing, just that artiste side of you, and then helping people, that is definitely your gift and gifting. So as a publisher, have you only published your books or do you publish other people's books?
We're getting into publishing other people's books and everything. I publish my own books, and so um, the the soul of the mind speaks is to be this will be our first book that I published for myself. And then so here on after, we're gonna publish my books and then also publish other people's books and everything.
Wow, that's amazing. Because of your writing background, and screenwriting and all of that, I know that people will definitely be excited to connect with you and have you, publish their books because that's amazing. So let's get into your screenwriting. Um, how did you get into screenwriting?
Screenwriting. When I first did my first movie, I was telling you about earlier, the Runaway Jury. I was able to get a copy of the script, and then so I learned how to write as a screenwriter. And then also when I was in school doing a TV production, our TV production teacher had showed us how to do screenwriting. So I had wanted to further my writing skills, and when I furthered my
Mm,
writing skills,
mm-hmm.
I prayed and I asked God to show me and everything. And so I was just like, oh my gosh, once I was able to be on my first movie, that was mind blowing, just mind. That's like, oh my gosh. So it's like,
Yeah,
thank God I was even there. You know what I'm saying? So
right. Right. So that's amazing to be able to not only be in your first movie, but then to have your mind opened up and expanded to, screenwriting your own stuff. So that's phenomenal. Look, that is another kind of God moment that he did. I guess people would call that on the job training. Is that what you
yeah,
would call it?
yeah. Hands on, hands on.
Hands-on training. Yes, yes. So, with we're since we're back to acting and screenwriting, um, what is what is the most difficult time that you had on a scene?
Um, I really like. I want to be honest with you. Telling other people who wants to get in the business, it's like you have to put time and dedication to anything that you do. The time and dedication, because like sometimes you might be on set for like 2 hours, or it might be 5 hours, or it might be 16 hours. You know what I mean? So you have to have time and dedication to be able to, if this is what you love to do, if this is what you really want to do. If you're just trying to do it, just like any other thing that you put your hands to, if you're just doing it just to make money, then you're not going to love it at all, period. So you have to enjoy this. I enjoy acting because I have so much fun. It's invigorating. You get to meet new people all the time. You get to make new relationships, you networking. So I have a blast when I'm on set. I like to make people laugh. So it's just fun. It's just very fun to me. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay, okay, that's good. So it's not difficult. You love it and it's fun. Well, we are at the time of the hour where we need to take one more break. And so I don't want people to miss out on the last, few minutes that we'll have together. So we're going to take a break right now. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all come back. This again is the Crystal Henry Show. So hang out with us and enjoy this break. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to the Crystal Henry Show. We have been having an amazing interview with our special guest, Kurston Carter. He is definitely phenomenal. He is into business and helping others. He's a screenwriter, an actor, a filmmaker, an author, a poet, and the CEO of Blue Vine Publishing. And so we have been experiencing some of his acting experience. We left off with him being a screenwriter and being excited about making people laugh on film. And so we hope you have been enjoying this interview, enjoying this hour of time. And remember, as always, Saturdays at noon is where you want to be when you get and partake in the Crystal Henry Show. So, welcome back, Brother Kurston Carter. I'm so thankful that we had the opportunity
Thank
to
you.
interview you today to get some information on your powerful books, to get some amazing advice on life and love and relationships and how you can write your way to healing. Just knowing that money, getting over the fear of having money and making money and managing your money, that was some amazing tips. And so you love acting. You had your first film. You were in Runaway Jury. So to date, I know you say you don't even know how many films that you have been in, but to date, you said you worked with Queen Latifah. To date, Jamie Foxx, you were in Ray. Um, to this date, I know you're a screenwriter. Now, do you have some places where people can see your acting, some other places, or where they can find out the other places where they can find what movies you're in? How can they find you and follow you?
You could go to YouTube. I have majority of some of my work that's on YouTube, and you can find some there
And
on
what's the
there.
name of your channel, your YouTube?
It's just my name, Kristen Carter.
Okay. So, y'all, for my listening audience, his name is spelled Kurston, last name Carter, Carter. So, y'all, please make sure you get on his YouTube. Don't just look at it, but subscribe and like and leave some comments for the brother. Leave some comments. That's
Yeah, thank you.
Kurston Carter, Kurston Carter. He is an amazing, phenomenal actor. And there's so many facets. I love that you wrote the layers of life about your book, but you got so many layers to you that you will just definitely keep on giving, giving, giving back to the community and to our listeners. So before you leave, can you give us like a word of encouragement? Can you give us something to leave our listeners with that they could chew on?
I would say I would tell people never give up. Um, what excuse me, whatever dream, goals, aspirations, whatever you have in your life, stick to it. Stick to it. Don't give up. Always put God first. It just never doubt yourself. You know what I'm saying? God does not give you a spirit of fear, so don't fear nothing. There's nothing to fear. You know what I'm saying? So is you just gotta uh, you just gotta keep pushing, keep going, regardless of the situation. Excuse me. There was times where I had to encourage myself and everything when it came down to me writing, me acting. There's times where I thought, I wouldn't make it. There
Mm,
was times where I thought that, I should give up on writing, and then, a lot of people say that little still small voice, that's God telling you, no, you can't give up. You can't give up. You can't quit. You're there. You're there. So just keep, it's like on the other side, just keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. You never know. You know what I'm saying? Just like what you said earlier, there's always a season and time for everything. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Bible
Mm-hmm.
says. It's always a season and time for everything. And so,
Yes.
because you have to learn how to deal with certain aspects of life and everything. So when you get that blessing that God's going to give you, you know how to handle it and manage it, not handle and misuse it, handle and manage it properly. So it could, so other people could break free from whatever they're going through in their life and everything. You know, whatever
Wow.
traumas, whatever person is dealing with at that particular time. So I tell people all the time, you know, try your hardest and everything. Pray, keep God first, keep pushing forward, keep moving forward. Don't live in your past. Your past is not there to hurt you. Your past is there to help you, remind you of what you did. It's a learning curve, you know what I'm saying? So keep pushing forward. You know, you know, you're not the only person that's there. You know what I'm saying? You're not the only person that's going through something. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
keep pushing forward. God will send you somebody, you know, you will make it. You will make it. You will make it.
Amen. That is so powerful. You know, you have said a mouthful today. You have blessed me, and I know you have blessed our listening audience. And I know that there's some more in you. So, is there anything else before we leave? Is there anything else that you do that we don't know that you do?
Yeah, there's a lot, you know, there's a
Give
lot
us
that I
three
do.
things. Give us three things that you do that we don't know about yet.
Um,
Three things. I know. I
Actually, well, I'm sorry, what you about to say?
three. No, just three things. Give us three more things that we don't know about.
Well, I'm going to say just keep watching. Just keep
Okay.
watching.
Okay. Come on now. Okay. Now, is there a website where people can reach you and your social media?
You can I'm on TikTok. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook, IG, um, LinkedIn. Also, you can reach me at Kurston C4 bookings at gmail.com. Um, those
Do
are
you
the
have a
most ways you can
website?
reach me.
Do you have a
Actually,
website?
I had to redo my website and everything, so
Okay.
I'm still working on that right now.
Okay. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Well, I'm excited, and all of those places, IG, Facebook, TikTok, is still under your name, Kirsten Carter.
Yes, everything's under my name, Kirsten Carter.
All right. All right. Well, Kirsten, it has been a phenomenal time with you. Now you have. We talked about three books. Do you have any other books?
Yes, I have more books. I have at least about another 5 books I'm working on. They're gonna be
Okay.
coming out in the next couple of months and years. That's why
Okay.
I say keep watching, keep
Keep
staying
watching.
tuned, keep watching.
Keep watching. Excellent. Well, I'm excited. I'm gonna have to do a deep dive and like binge watch your movies so I can see what's up with Kirsten Carter on film, the film maker, the actor, the screenwriter, the author, the poet, and the CEO of Blue Vine Publishing. You giving out business tips. You giving us nuggets of do not quit. So I want to thank you again, Kirsten Carter, for being a guest here on the Crystal Henry Show. Y'all make sure you stay tuned every Saturday at noon Eastern Time on Total Praise Radio. This is an amazing opportunity, amazing time that we had with you, Kirsten. Again, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to connect with us and just give us pieces of you. To my listeners, remember, y'all got to get these books, the layers of life. Definitely get the mind of the soul speaks, and definitely Refining Your Future, Breaking Generational Curses. That's coming out August 29th, 2022. So, with that being said, again, thank y'all for being here, to being a part of the Krystal Henry Show. I look forward to seeing y'all next Saturday, same place, same time. And with that being said, thank y'all. Love y'all. Again, have a great Saturday and blessings, blessings, blessings to you.
Thank you. God be with you.